Leadership is different than management. Management is this idea of making sure things are done on time, on budget, right pieces in place. Leadership is, actually, you know what? I'm going to give you an example. So if you think about a saw or a tool, a carpenter, a contractor, and an architect. Those are really the only 4 roles in a business. If you think about a tool itself, like a saw has a very specific use case. It does a very specific thing, it does it over and over again, and it's really not good at doing anything but what it was designed to do. If you wanted to hang drywall with a saw, that is a terrible tool to use for the job. And you're not going to get very far, you're not going to be very productive, and you're probably just, it's going to be worse, right? So there's some people in your company that are kind of like that, right? These are usually like your execution people. They do a very specific job, they do it over and over again, they're good at it, but they don't really have a lot of expertise outside of it, right? So that's like your first, that's usually like your entry level or your kind of specialist. Doesn't even necessarily need to be somebody who's like low wage. Like a neurosurgeon is quite specific in what they do, and they're compensated accordingly, but they're very one track. This is what they do. They're singularly focused, they have a single skill. Tools. Next step you have is a carpenter. A carpenter is someone who's like able to use various tools at various times to get a job done, right? They have a little bit more understanding of strategy and technique, and like they can see how things are put together. And so they're able to go and select the right tool at the right time, work together with other people to go and create something. And that's usually like your maybe like middle management or your like consultative, strategic people in your organization. They have multi skills. They know how to use multiple things, and if they're not, they also have some gifting in being able to grab, other tools and people on the team to get the job done. Then you get the contractor, and the contractor is like your manager, right? What does a contractor do? A contractor gets the job done on time, on budget. All right, they're supposed to manage all the different resources. We got the place, we got the supplies coming, we got this much money, this team's coming on this time, that time. It's like they're the manager. They organize all of the different pieces and parts, all the carpenters, all the experts, all the tools, all the stuff, and they align it and they manage the timing and the budget of those things to get the job done. And they're very important, very, very, very important. And you can see there's kind of like these tiers in the organization. Now, here's the thing though, there's different giftings. That manager, that contractor doesn't need to know how to like wire a house or put in plumbing or do it. It doesn't have to. He just needs to know who can do it, make sure they're there, make sure they do it right, do it on budget, do it on time. So it's a different skill set. Managers need a different skill set than a tool or a carpenter does. And an architect. The architect is able to look off in the distance, see the complete empty lot, this vacant thing, and in their mind, see a house, see a building. They get to create in their mind what it could be like. And that's usually like the entrepreneur. That's the visionary of the company. They're able to look out and say like, you know what, I see this happening and I can see it before it happens. And that's a completely different skill set. And that's a completely different responsibility. So you need all those pieces. You need the architect, you need the contractor, you need the carpenter, and you need the tools. Again, not in a derogatory way. And when you get all those pieces together, you can build something beautiful.